HPCSA's Professional Conduct Committee chairperson, Jannie Hugo, to recuse himself from the hearings. The team walked out of the hearing saying they would lodge an application to review alleged conflict of interest on the side of Hugo. Basson's lawyer, Yap Cilliers, accused Hugo of being biased and compromising Basson's right to a fair hearing. Now, this follows earlier testimony by the Treatment Action Campaign's Mark Hayward that all members of the South African Medical Association, including Hugo, signed a petition to revoke Basson's medical license. Basson's legal team withdrew from this morning's hearings after the panel refused to stand the matter down. The hearing continues. And now for the latest on this story, we cross live to our reporter, Patricia Visagie, who's covering the hearing on the line. Patricia, very good afternoon to you. Now, Basson's legal team walked out of court. What really happened there? Please give us the background.
Well, certainly an unexpected start to these sentencing proceedings that kicked off this morning. And as you have already mentioned earlier, the reason why they walked out is that they told the panel that they actually asking for the matter to be stand down until they have lodged their application at the North Gauteng High Court, ultimately asking the court to review the allegations that had surfaced in the previous testimony. And they basically wanted the court to find out whether the chairperson, Jannie Hugo, had influenced or in any way gotten involved in the signing of the petition. Apparently, the petition was signed before the hearings by a group of doctors, and this was to allow them to agree for the removal of Dr. Basson from the medical practitioner's role. And basically what Yap Cilliers told the panel is that it would be unfair to continue with the hearings while this matter is not cleared out. He wanted the court to find out whether Hugo indeed did influence, the signing of this particular petition, and that if he has, then he cannot continue to chair the hearing, as that, of course, would mean that he is biased, he is not objective, and as you have already mentioned, that means he is compromising Basson's rights to a free and fair hearing.
Patricia, what happened then after that walkout? Did the matters continue in the hearing, or what happened?
Certainly, the matter continued. Of course, their request to have the matter stand down was denied, but they went ahead anyway. They walked out. They went to court to lodge the application. And in their absence, we saw the counsel call their last witness in the sentencing proceedings, and that was Mark Blockman, who testified for the counsel, basically in aggravation of a sentence. And he, in a nutshell, told the panel of his shock at what Basson had done, and he also, told the panel that Basson knew very well what he was doing. He was aware of the fact that he was transgressing the conduct of the council and that he was acting unethical, but he went ahead anyway. And in that light, his actions should be viewed as very serious, and he should not get off with a light punishment. And of course, that saw Basson's legal team forfeiting the opportunity to cross-examine him as they had walked out. So they did not have the opportunity to cross-examine Mark Blockman, and that meant that it's now turn for them to continue when we resume tomorrow morning at around 9 o'clock to start calling their witnesses tomorrow morning.
All right, that's Patricia Visagie, our reporter covering the Dr. Wouter Basson's hearing in Pretoria.